Here we are then, ladies and gentlemen. We are back for our final week of Euro 2024 previews, and we're into our final Group 2, Group F, the team with Turkey, Georgia, Portugal and the Czech Republic, and we begin today with the Turkish. Turkey are a real oddity on the international scene. They don't often qualify for international tournaments, but when they do have a penchant for really turning up and really delivering on the biggest stage. I think the greatest example of this is the 2002 FIFA World Cup in Japan and South Korea, where they turned up for the first time in 48 years and they finished third at the tournament. They reached the semi-finals and then won the third place playoff, and since then they haven't qualified once. They came, they were brilliant, and then they rode off into the sunset. And it was a similar story at Euro 2008 in that they didn't qualify for Euro 2004 and they didn't qualify for Euro 2012, but in the middle they reached the last four of Euro 2008. They now appear though to be on a better run, especially when it comes to the Euros. They qualified in 2016 and in 2020, but failed to get through the group on both occasions. And this was especially disappointing at Euro 2020 when they were very, very highly rated heading into the tournament, but failed to deliver when the tournament came around. They will want to start building momentum though as they head towards hosting their first ever European Championships alongside Italy at Euro 2032. In terms of how they qualified, they topped a very closely matched group, finishing ahead of Croatia and Wales. And where they were the best in the group was with their goal scoring. They scored 14 goals in 8 matches. Their coach is Vincenzo Montella, the former Italian striker who had a brilliant career in Serie A, scored a lot of goals for a few teams in Serie A, but he failed to really deliver for his national team. He very quickly entered the managerial scene after retirement, and he's managed the likes of AC Milan and Sevilla and Fiorentina. He took over the Turkey position after impressing in the Turkish Super League with Adana Demirspor, where he guided them to their best league position ever of 4th place. His first spell in international management has started as well as it could have done. He's qualified his nation for the first tournament he's been able to. There has been a couple of recent concerns though, especially in the March international window when they lost 6-1 away to Austria, who of course are also at this tournament. In terms of their captain, it's 35-year-old Hakan Çalhanoğlu, who has been successful in both Germany and Italy on the domestic front. He is a very technically astute footballer with a specialty in dead ball situations, but does lack, especially in the physical department, in regards to his pace and his stamina. If nothing else though, he has been a regular contributor of goals for both his club side and his national team throughout his career. In terms of their star man, I am punting on Arda Güler. He is a majorly talented youth star and he was sought after by so many clubs across Europe until last summer he chose to join Real Madrid. However, injuries have plagued him since he became a Galactico. He didn't make his debut until January of this year, but since started to make an impression with limited game time. In terms of the one to watch, we were going to be plumping on Ozan Kabak, but unfortunately he has been ruled out of this squad due to injury. So instead, attention is going to turn towards Kenan Yildiz, who at just 19 years old has already made 27 appearances for Juventus. He tends to play as a number 10 in behind the striker, but can also play on the wings, and scored his first Turkey goal back in November in that very, very exciting 3-2 win over the host Germany. In terms of observations on this squad as a whole, there could be a worry in the lack of a goals department, with only 3 players who are likely to make the tournament squad having over 6 goals for their nation. In terms of how they line up, 4-2-3-1 is very much expected, but what is up for grabs is all the positions on the pitch. The veterans of this team are likely to be the players most under threat as Montella seeks to overhaul his squad into a younger mould. In terms of what they hope will happen is they hope they can qualify out of this group and then just take it game by game. Expectations got a little out of control at the last tournament and they would rather keep a low profile this time around. In terms of what I think will happen though, is I think they're going to finish third, and alongside Switzerland I think they're going to be the 2 third place finishers that fail to qualify for the next round. Their odds as a whole sit at 50 2-1. So they're rather large outsiders in terms of winning the tournament, but that's not really expected anyway. But that rounds out Turkey as a whole. Let me know your thoughts on this group. It's a really interesting one because, like I say, they were very, very highly rated going into the last Euros, but this time they're going a little bit more under the radar, so let me know your thoughts down below. And for now, leave a like on this video if you have enjoyed. If you're yet to subscribe and you wouldn't mind doing so, feel free. But otherwise, I will see you tomorrow for our final Tuesday as we head on to the only tournament debutantes of Georgia. I'll see you there.